Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to This Just In. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, we're going to take a quick look at some of these gambling stocks that I think have a lot of opportunity for not only just March with March Madness coming, but throughout the entire next year. But let's jump in. Let's take a look at some of the ones I think are going to do well. Alright guys, before we get started today, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you can stay up to date. I post new videos every day, or I at least try to, with any growth stocks or penny stocks, anything I think can help us grow our portfolio, make some more money, and become a better investor. There's a link down in the description to my Patreon account. Come join the family over there. I would love to have you. I want to say thank you before I say anything else to my current subscribers, my Patreons. I love you so much, my day one squad. I did the first 100 patrons for just $1, but it actually filled up, or starting to fill up, a lot quicker than I thought. We got people joining every day. Again, I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I had no idea that I would get this type of support when I started back in January. So thank you. But when you come over to the Discord, you'll get access to the private, or when you come over to the Patreon, you'll get access to the private Discord where we can talk stocks. You'll have links to 4 different portfolios over there, so you can see exactly what I invest into. And then anytime I buy or sell a stock, up to the second I do it, anytime I enter a swing trade, or anytime I'm mapping out a chart, anytime I see anything interesting, I send that over as a notification so you can see what I'm watching. There's also a link down in the description to Webull. Set up an account, deposit $100, you'll get some free stocks. I get a free stock, help support the channel. But let's jump in. So today, guys, I want to talk about the online gambling industry. I think it's got a lot of opportunity to do very well, especially March Madness right here. I think they're all going to get a little bit of a boost. So let's jump in and let's take a look. So first one we're going to look at today is FST. So this is actually a SPAC, Fast Acquisition Corp. Now, FST is Golden Nugget Casinos. So you've got the other SPAC, GNOG. Well, it was a SPAC that LCA brought reverse merger to the stock market, and I actually owned that one. But I like this one a little bit more, and I'll tell you why. This gives us an opportunity at some recovery plays as well, not just the online gambling. So this one is the Golden Nugget Casinos, so the land-based casinos. They've got over 20 plus restaurants like Landry Steakhouse, Del Frisco Steakhouse, all the different steakhouses, Bubba Gump, Shrimps, and then they've got, hotels. They've got, the land-based casinos all over the country, and then they own 50% of Golden Nugget Online Gaming. So you get exposure to GNOG, 50% of it, the online gambling, sports betting, things like that. GNOG also has those live dealers, so you can play blackjack with a live dealer on the internet. I think that's going to be big. The online casino industry is actually bigger than the online sports betting industry, and it's projected to grow bigger. So that's why I like this play. You get recovery. I think as COVID winds down, things start to open up. You're going to get a boost with the restaurants, with the hotels, with the casinos, and then the online gambling is obviously going to continuously do very well as states start to legalize it, sports get back to normal. Now there is obviously a little bit of a concern if COVID starts to spike again, cases start to go up. Spring breaks right around the corner, so that's a little bit of cause for concern. But overall, I think this stock has a lot of opportunity to do very well. Once the merger goes through and they start operating, everything starts opening up. I got in this stock clear back down here at like 1040. I added a little bit more shares at like 1150 and kind of been in it ever since. Sold a couple of shares a little while ago, but you can kind of see, I think this stock is really overlooked. I don't think a lot of people are talking about this SPAC. But you can see here the last few days, just been popping like crazy, all the way from, down 1130 all the way up to 13 something, 1315. Looks like it's down a little bit today. It was up just a minute ago, but it looks like it's trading down a little bit. Guys, I think that this is a SPAC that gives us a nice exposure, opportunity for nice growth, online gambling, casinos. I like the diversity there. So you could either go straight GNOG and go straight online gambling, or you can go with this one that's cheaper and you get more diversification. So you choose, if you decide to invest in it, go check it out. I think these guys have got a lot of opportunity moving forward. The other thing is I really like Tillman. That guy's a beast. He's the one that started Golden Nugget. He's gone through multiple different financial crises with his business and has always came out on top. He's a killer, and we're in a pretty similar situation with COVID. So check these guys out. Next one we're going to take a look at is RSI. I've already made a video on this, so I'll just link it above. I'm not going to go too in depth. I'm going to kind of go through it pretty quick. The main thing I wanted to talk about on this one is I love it. I think it's going to do very well, but they just upped their projected revenue for 2021 to 441 million, where previous projections were only 320 million. So that's huge. I want to say the consensus was like 376 million, but they upped it. So they obviously are bullish. They see themselves doing very well. They see themselves making more money. And again, as online, they also have the first skin in New York. So as soon as New York opens up for online gambling, these guys are the first ones in, right behind or right in front of Penn National Gaming, which I've made a video about as well. They also have projected revenue for 2022 at 542 million, which would be 23% year over year, and then 673 million in 2023. So that's some nice revenue growth. That's 24% year over year. So they see themselves growing consistently and doing very well. RSI owns a ton of the market share. They are going to kill it. As far as the chart goes, I actually originally bought this stock at like 21 bucks, and then it just started trading down. Then I added more shares when it got down here around 16 bucks. What's funny is I actually made a video on it, and then it dropped down. I had a guy in my comments. I was like, dude, it's starting to head towards 15. Should we be concerned? And I was like, I think we'll find some support at 15. And I want to say he even bought some more shares at that point, and now it's up to 21 bucks. So he's probably pretty pumped. It's doing really well today. It's up 5.3% on the day. So guys, I think that this stock has a lot of opportunity. Online gambling, March Madness is going to give these guys a boost. I would like to say that this stock will get back up to previous highs really quickly. It's been gapping up and moving like crazy back up towards the upside. So definitely check these guys out. Just to get back up to previous highs. I mean, there's not a 24% upside, which is really nice. But I think by the end of 2021, you could see this stock up more around $35, $32 range. That would be my overall price target as of right now. And then, 2 years later, I could see it being even higher than that. So definitely put this one on your list. The moving averages are looking good. MACD's curling up. I think they've got a lot of opportunity. Last one we're going to take a look at is Golden Nugget Online Gaming. I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this one than I did the other two. I bought this stock a while back. I owned it for a while. I sold it off. I don't currently own it right now. I don't know if I'm going to add more shares. I'm not quite sure yet, but I do like it, and I do think there's opportunity here. Their revenue was $38.8 million in 2018. They jumped that up to 47.4 million or 47.7 million in 2019, and then they did 73 million in their trailing 12 months. Their projected revenue is 104 million for 2021, 142 million for 2022, which is like a 36.5% increase year over year. Their gross profit, they did 33.2 million in 2018. 42.4 million in 2019, and then they did 66.3 million in their trailing 12 months. That's one of the main reasons I like these guys, is because they're profitable. They're making money. Their net income was 7.2 million in 2018, 11.7 million in 2019, and then they got kind of beat down with COVID in 2020, and they only did 5.7 million, which isn't terrible, but it isn't great. They are going to obviously continuously grow that and get back to normal once this whole thing kind of mellows out, more states open up, and gambling becomes more of a nationwide, worldwide thing, which it already is worldwide. But like I said, this is one of the only online gambling companies that has reached profitability. when you start looking at like DraftKings, they literally spend more money than they make on marketing. They are not profitable. I love DraftKings. I own it. I've made a video about it, but the fact of profitability, these guys are looking pretty good. They are actually one of the industry leaders in customer lifetime value, being almost 3 times greater than DraftKings. These guys have been around for a long time. Golden Nugget Online Gaming also has about 8% of the market share in New Jersey, which is a big iGaming industry. It's actually the most mature market in the US for iGaming, which is big. The company is also launched in, I want to say Michigan, Pennsylvania, maybe Wyoming. And then they have access rights to Illinois, Louisiana, Nevada, and Mississippi. And then they also have a opportunity to grow their user base with a lower cost customer acquisition than a lot of the other companies, because they're going to be leveraging a database of like 2.5 million users with the land-based casino members. So they're getting access to a huge customer base with the Golden Nugget land-based casino customers. That's kind of like Penn National Gaming. I made a video about that. I love Penn. Penn National Gaming is like one of my favorite gambling stocks. I've already made a video about it. I will link it above. But Penn, when they partnered with Barstool, they had access to like 70 million fans or customers of Barstool. So similar type thing there. The other thing is their forecasted revenue growth is looking at like a 28% compound annual growth rate, and that from 2021 to 2025, and then 64% revenue growth in 2020. That's looking good. The price target that a lot of people are putting on this stock is around $24. I could see that looks about right to me. I could even see it over, towards the end of 2021 being a little bit higher than that. They've also got I want to say they've got 5 casinos that they pay a 3% royalty fee to Golden Nugget for access to their database. So, there's a trade-off there. They're giving them a little bit of a royalty, but they're getting a huge database of customers, which I think is a good play. So, let's take a look at the chart. So like I said, guys, I owned this when it was a SPAC, when it was LCA. I got in really early. I think I got in around like $13, made a ton of money on it when I sold it out. I think I ended up selling it up here around like 19 or $20 around there. And then I sold it. I sold all of it. I sold some of my shares, and then I sold all of it like a week or two ago. It got all the way down to $12.37 during that big beatdown that we just had, that big correction. And look at this, just working its way all the way back up to the upside, almost up at $19. It's up 5.4% just on the day. Looks like it's had a previous high of around 25. So even to get back up to that price target of $24, you're looking at 27%. And then you're looking at 34% to get back up to previous highs. I do think they'll get there. I do like this stock. Even though I did sell it, I think it's got a lot of opportunity moving forward. I like the fact that they're profitable. I like the fact that they've got that database of customers. And I like the fact that online gambling in the US is continuously growing and getting bigger. And I like the fact that March Madness is going to help these guys, get a little bit of a boost here in March. So definitely check these guys out. As far as my favorites on the list, I like RSI the most. I like FST the second most, and then I like GNOG the third. I like them all though. Like I said, I own RSI, I own FST, I've owned GNOG, I own Penn, I own DraftKings. I own them all. So definitely go do some research on these guys. I think this is a very nice play to diversify, get yourself some growth stocks that aren't in the EV, the solar, the green energy industry. So that's it for today, guys. I wanted to keep the video kind of short. If you've got a price target on any of these stocks, put it down in the comments. If there's any gambling stocks you like better, put that down there as well. Come join me at the Patreon. I'd love to see you over there. Come join the family. Thank you all for all of my supporters and subscribers. You have no idea how much I love you. And then last thing, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a licensed stockbroker. Always do your own research and due diligence. Don't just take my word for it. But that's it for today, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.